Welcome to Little Chilliwack Ford Friday Night Lights. Hey, for a sports crowd, you guys are pretty good out there. All right, our introductions for this evening, starting Chilliwack, Pee Wee Red, the Big Red Thunder. Number one, the Hurricane, Carter Dallas. Number two, the Lion King, Joey Seba. Number 11, Zach, the Hitman Hines. Number 12, Hayden, the Striker, Strailing. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Number 20, Cole, the Moose. Number 23, Caden, Captain Sirius Anderson. Oh, there we go. Oh, I love it. Loving it. On the DL, but here in stature in our hearts, number 25, the IHOP Cowboy, Declan, the Refrigerator Perry. I don't know, Declan, that shoulder looks pretty good to me. Here is number 30, Lewis the Mauler Myron. Number 33, Braden Jolton Joe Frazier. Number 35, Logan Sergeant Milko. You show him, Sarge. Number 36, Aiden Mr. McAnally. Number 43, Jesse the Ricochet Renaud. Number 44, Lyndon Boss Arnush. Number 52, Hayden Pugsley. Number 55, Nicholas the Burger Van Rutenberg. Number 60, Jake the Snake Wood. Oh, we got some show. Oh, look at the pipes. Number 61, Keenan the Diamond Dunn. Number 63, Joshua J.D. Dunn. Number 64, Tyler the Beetle McCartney. Big number 65, Logan the Torch Tucker. Number 74, Shay Shaka Khan. Number 80, Austin Tex Staffen. Number 81, Micah the Bomb Young. My boy, number 83, Benjamin Lightning Fate Amy. Oh, there you go. And last but not least, number 87, Cole Bandit Foshan. Pee Wee Red, the Big Red Thunder. And our home team for this evening, our very own Chilliwack Pee Wee Whites. Number 1, Christian Beck. There we go. Number 8, Raphael the Thrill Trill. Number 11, Isaiah Grant. Number 15, Aiden Heaps. Number 21, Parker Spider-Man Clark. Number 23, Braxton Fast. Number 25, Pierce Hemstraw. Can't see your jersey, bud. Number 33, Chase Wine. Number 37, Ty Davis. Number 41, Tyson Oregard. Number 42, Clive the King Kingma. Number 47, Logan Christensen. Number 48, Danian Special K Kangura. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. There we go. Gonna be here all night. Number 50, Cameron Head. There we go. Number 52, Giovanni Willis. Number 53, Evan Parsons. Number 55, Logan Both. Number 55, Jeremy the Hustle Muscle. Number 60, the Punisher, Yepo Conte. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. That's what I'm talking about. Number 78, Oakley Farland. And number 86, last but not least, Dayton Baker, your Pee Wee White. And whatever it takes, please remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for another Chilliwack Ford Friday Night Lights. Tim Amy here with the incomparable Mr. Matt Macri. He was yet to make it to the booth, but he is here, so he'll be joining us in just a few minutes. And, of course, another wonderful night of football here in Chilliwack at Townsend Park. It's a windy, wet night. The rain has eased up a bit, but it's still quite the breeze out there, so kicking and passing will be probably kind of negligent because, judging by our flag, the wind is going across the field rather than north-south. So a little out of breath after running in from doing the intros. And, of course, our premier sponsor, big shout-out, High Country Homes. And our Pee Wee Red team, sponsored by Intuitive Rehab Services. Of course, High Country Homes sponsors our Pee Wee White. So Pee Wee White is the home team tonight. Captains are getting organized. Kids are getting psyched up. Another beautiful night for football here in Chilliwack. Well, Pee Wee White won their first game, 26-0 over Abbey Black last weekend. Pee Wee Red, of course, still looking for that first elusive win of the season. Could happen tonight. Maybe, maybe not. Not sure. Our officials are now entering the field. Or, pardon me, walking on the field. And we're getting ready to get underway in just another few minutes. One of our second to last installment or so of Chilliwack Ford Friday Night Lights. I'm going to miss this. I'm having fun. This is great. Two good rosters tonight. Good, solid coaching staff. Pee Wee football. Inner city. Should be fantastic. White against red. Red against white. Both teams bring a balanced running attack. Not a lot of passing. Pee Wee Red has an advantage in the kicking department. In the punting. And we'll see how well that works tonight with this crazy high swirling wind going on. So, do I hear someone coming up the stairs? Going to be the man himself? Here he is, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Matt Macri. He's got his, we left his Captain America onesie at home. He does have long pants on tonight, so that's a first. Pajamas, okay. He'll get his headset on. Let me pot him up. And there we are, Mr. Macri. How are you, my good man?
Oh, a little wet out there tonight, eh?
It's a little wet indeed. Although the rain has eased off, and it's mostly this windy right now. So, ready to roll.
Ready to roll.
You were camping last weekend.
I was. It was ugly.
You actually, when I was driving to Poco about 3:30 on Saturday, and the rain was coming down in sheets on the highway, and think, oh, Matt's in his trailer right now, and his Captain America onesie, trying to stay warm.
Well, we were about 2 hours away from that. We came down for the game last Saturday in Abbotsford, and then headed back up afterwards.
Oh, okay.
Wow, was it wet.
It was very wet.
Sunday ended up being very nice, though. Yeah. Sunday was okay.
It was actually it wasn't a bad weekend, and Monday was great. So
yeah,
but Saturday was pretty ugly.
Oh, we played in that. It was wet. Let me tell you.
I hear you.
Yeah. So,
well, two teams tonight. This white team, if I'm not mistaken, beat your Pee Wee Black team last weekend, right?
Oh, he wants more salt for that wound, I guess.
There you go. There you go.
No, they did. They're very well coached team.
Yeah.
They're very disciplined. They were a joy to play. We just had some really bad luck out there. My injury tent had more players than my bench.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
I didn't see the game personally, but I was speaking to Dallas Trill over here, who's going to be announcing for tonight's game. His son, Raph, the Trill, is just an absolutely superb defensive player. And Dallas is basically telling me that one or two bounces, it could have been a 12-all tie.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, I was saying to the kids last night at our practice, I said, every touchdown they had, we had them in the backfield and just fell down.
Yeah.
And they've got some really good players on that team. Number 42. Clive Kingma, I believe it is.
He's got superb speed.
Great speed. He broke a tackle. He broke a tackle about 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage and ran for another 35 yards for a touchdown.
Yeah.
So
I remember him from Chili Bowl.
Yeah, no,
he's got
good.
The wheels.
So yeah, and Mr. Trill, I remember him out there. He played very well. It's a very well coached team.
Yeah.
So,
Alan Grant, head coach. I believe he was an assistant coach in Adam my first year when Benny was in Adam. That was about 2 seasons ago. I think he helped out or coached or assistant coach last year on Adam, and this would have been his first year for Pee Wee. So, but no, it's not a bad group of guys he's got out there, and had a little bit of an issue with coaching. Some of the guys just couldn't stick around for whatever reason, but he's holding it all together, and they're growing in leaps and bounds. And Pee Wee Red, they've got some great components to this team, but still searching for that first elusive win.
Yeah.
But hopefully for them, it'll come tonight. But that depends on White and a lot of things. So we're getting ready for a kickoff. Looks like number 31, Parker Clark, is going to be booting it for the White team. Is it 31 or 30?
21.
21, pardon
21.
me. I couldn't read his. That's Brandon. Parker Clark.
Parker Clark, yeah.
Spider-Man. Peter Parker. That's what I got it from.
Point out that a young guy that I coached in Star Bowls, Jacob Bernath, is one of the coaches on the White team.
Oh, okay.
And a real good football brain on this boy.
And there's the kick. And did White recover? Did Red recover?
Oh, it's hard to see.
An onside, that was a sneaky. Oh, looks like Red, number 61, must have picked it up.
Yeah.
So it is Red ball, Keenan Dunn, the Diamond. First down, Red at the 55-yard line, dead on. And I'm guessing it's going to be a strict running game tonight with that wind running across the field rather than up down. There's no telling what that ball will do in the air.
No, it's very unpredictable. You have a couple of boomerangs on your hands if you try throwing it.
So Red actually has a pretty good attack in the backfield. The problem is they have a very young, inexperienced, and there's the handoff running up the middle, bouncing around. And I'm guessing number 33, Lewis the Myron Mahler, picked up a few yards there. Couldn't see his jersey, but it looked like his style of running. They have a good backfield. The problem is their O-line is just quite young, quite green. And that was number 35, I think it was, with the ball. I couldn't see. Logan Milko, yes, the Sarge. Sarge running up, picking up a few yards there. So that'll set up a 2nd and about 8. Yeah, they've got a very young, inexperienced O-line. Good size, great kids. They're all learning and growing. But it takes more than just half a season to sort of pick up a very complicated game. There's the snap. The Hurricane, Carter Dallas, smacked in the backfield. So there's sets up 3rd down and a loss of yards. I'm guessing, are they going to go for it, or is the kicking team going to come out? Looks like they're going for it.
Did I hear you right that your running back, what's his name?
Declan, the refrigerator Perry.
He's out right now.
He's out right now for just another week. He's got a slight crack in his collarbone.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah, he got mauled. I think it was against you guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that last play on the 2-yard line. There's the snap. They're going for it. Joey, the Lion King Siba, trying to break a tackle and hold down behind the line of scrimmage. That's a 3-and-out to start the game, pardon me. And White will take over in around the 52-yard line.
The ball definitely went the wrong way on that for the red team, that's for sure.
Yeah. And that's that inexperienced O-line, Yapo Conte, I think, breaking through the the backfield.
The defense of the white team's very, very relentless. They come at you, and it's nice to see at this age that they're teaching the kids to keep pushing forward.
Right.
Not if you're on the receiving end of it, because my O-line's the same as your red team O-line here.
Right.
Young, inexperienced, and
there's a handoff in the backfield. Number 41, Clive Kigma, got some room, breaks a tackle. There he's going. Oh, a nice tackle, number 30, Lewis the Myron Mahler. Lewis the Mahler Myron, pardon me. It's been another long day. Picks up a 1st down. So a nice first play for White as Clive the King Kigma.
Actually, that was Tyson. Tyson Oregard, yeah, number 41.
41, pardon me. Pardon me. Sorry, I did not check my we've got one roster between the two of us. There it is. Yeah, Clive is 42. Pardon me.
42, yeah.
So nice bit of running. And here's another handoff. And back to Oregard, sweeping out. Can they get him? He's breaking tackles, and the Hurricane, Carter Dallas, holds him down, but not before another White 1st down. So White not having any troubles. You're commenting how solid their defense is. They're moving the ball beautifully in this opening drive.
Well, you watch it. They come across on this sweep, and everybody picks up a guy to block. And that's what you get man on the halfback on the corner, and it's got to be linebackers coming over top to take him down, and that's 10 yards down the field. I mean, as long as they pick up their blocking assignments, they're great. And there's Kingma there.
There's the King there.
Yeah.
Didn't get the 1st down, but certainly picked up some yardage as they tried to punch it right through the O-line.
Well, right up the middle. They faked that sweep, so everybody's kind of looking that way. And just massive hole. I could have driven my car through that hole. Holy smokes.
Yeah, their O-line so far, it's really impressing me. They're really picking up their blocks. Here we go. Sets up a 2nd, probably in about, I'm guessing 5, if I can tell from here, our angle. Maybe a little less.
Yeah, about 5.
Here's a handoff. Up the middle, Clive Kingma. There he goes into the end zone. And that was a quick 6 points. 6:20 to go on the clock. And White is on the board.
Yeah, no, that was, and once again, great blocking by the O-line to open that hole. And if you watch Clive here, he kind of just dangles his feet and gets the one defender to miss, and he's in the end zone.
He's got great athleticism. I remember him from Chili Bowl. He's just a very strong. He's not just quick. He's strong, like he's powerful.
Yeah.
And it makes it really tough for kids to pull him down. And it looks like they're going for the 1-point conversion.
Well, I don't know if he's trying to keep warm there or not, but he's got his jersey hanging out. That might hurt him later, because you get a hold of that jersey and just hold on. You can't run anywhere.
There he goes, around the corner. And that is number 41.
Yep.
So we're getting a 1-2 punch from number 41, Tyson Oregard. And then, of course, number 42, the King, Clive Kingma. And that puts 7 points on the board for Pee Wee White. And let's hope Red's offense can suddenly come alive and march it down the field and get themselves some points, because they're yet to score a touchdown. They scored one against your team. Unfortunately, it was called back.
Yeah.
They came within seconds of getting in the end zone in the dying seconds of the game, but they had to call it, I think, because refrigerator, hurt his collarbone. It just the delay was too long.
Yeah, and it was unfortunate. You guys got right close there on that punch you guys did. If we hadn't touched it, and your O lineman rumbling away, that was fun to watch.
Yeah.
And the way the boys exploded on the sideline, it was like they won the Super Bowl. It was awesome. I love that enthusiasm.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no, at the end there, I think you guys are second down and we stopped you. Yeah. And then I thought they'd at least give you the third down, the one more try. But
yeah.
With his collarbone, that's unfortunate. I didn't realize he was hurt that bad.
Well, I don't think anybody realized it. And then his mom took him to the doctor.
Yeah.
And they did a quick X-ray. So I was talking to him before the game. He's in great spirits. Like Declan's here tonight. He's probably on the sidelines with the team. He's in absolutely superb spirits. But he says one hit, solid hit, it could crack it. So
yeah,
he's sitting out for tonight's game practice, and he should be back Saturday. Another worm burner of a kick. Funny bounce. Looks like it's the Hurricane picking that up. If he gets some room, he could be gone. He breaks a few tackles.
Oh.
Nice.
One more person to beat there, and he was heading for that sideline.
Oh, he hauled down at the 51-yard line in the offensive zone. So 1st and 10 of the offensive 51.
I know his blockers are trying to help him out there, but they're kind of getting in his way a little bit. And then just over that one guy, and he was gone.
Good tackle. He saved a lot of yardage on that tackle.
That's Carter Dallas, was it, number one?
The Hurricane, appropriately enough, with the crazy windy, wet weather we're having right now. Here we go. 1st and 10, the 51. Can Red make some noise? Can they bring the rouge? Snap. There's the fake. Hayden Strailing.
Oh, he's going the wrong way.
Going the wrong way. Bad habit for Hayden. He had an opening there.
Yeah.
And it's for Hayden, he's a gifted player, super fast, great kid, love to coach him.
Yeah.
But he has trouble. He sees a gap, and it's like he's got a mental block. He doesn't want to push forward.
Yeah, and see, right there, he tried to loop around his blocker. He should have just stayed off his backside and ran upfield. Yeah. He may not have gotten much past a yard or two, but now he's 15 yards back in the wrong direction, or 10 yards back in the wrong direction.
All right, here we go. From the snap, 2nd and long. And they try and punch it up the middle. And low. Oh, Sarge on his feet, number 35. Got some yardage there. But it sets up still 3rd and long. And what are we going to do? Is that number 81 coming on? Micah Young. Looks like they're going to punt the ball away. The wind blowing directly into their face. The one thing that Red has over just about every other team, from Adam up to junior bantam, is they can punt the ball. Micah Young has a foot with a stick of dynamite attached to it. And he can really pound that ball. Oh, not a bad kick. Nice and high. Oh, nice recovery, number 41, right at the 50-yard line. And smart move, just grabbed it, laid on the ground. Play blown dead. 1st and 10 on their own 50.
Nice kick. Yeah, that's one thing I noticed when we played you guys, too, is that he did kick quite well. I mean, the punt that he did have was about 30 yards. That bounced straight up to the old lineman, and then he picked it up on the run.
Logan Talker, the torch. We grabbed that clip and we have our own Pee Wee Red Facebook page.
Yeah.
And his dad, Jerry, posted that. I must have watched it 5 times. I watched it simply for his teammates mauling him in the end zone. Well, it warms my heart.
You watch it, and it's funny. I watched the game the next day again. And he did everything perfect. He picked it up on the bounce. He kept running,
Just an ineligible receiver.
Yeah.
Handoff there, number 43, I think it was. No, I'm wrong, 33. Chase Wine picks it up 5 yards, moves it to the 55-yard line. Nice little play right there off 1st down. 23, pardon me. I'm having trouble reading the jerseys. That would have been Braxton Fast.
Braxton, yeah. And he's pretty fast.
He is. His dad's a coach, and his dad was a Chilliwack Giant when they first went to a provincial championship back in the mid-'90s. Here's a handoff in the backfield. I bet you that's Clive Kigma. Look at him, just bowling half the team.
Yeah, he's got a good 1.5 inches on everybody there.
Holy smokes, and that's enough for a 1st down. He had half the O-line mauling him, and he still carried enough to get another 1st down. Superb. Oh, get the big bun hand out here. Oh, fantastic. Got chili. God, I could stay here all night.
On a cold day like today.
I got to come here more often. First and 10 at the offensive 51. There's a pass.
Oh.
Wide open, number 1, Christian Beck, and he's going to be in the end zone.
Wow, that was excellent. I mean, he came up and he knew where he was going and who he was going to right away. Delivered that ball on the run. Wow, excellent play.
And he turned and caught it, because last week we were watching JB Red, and they were trying to make some passes. They kept turning the wrong way. And he turns perfectly to the inside, and the quarterback put the ball right in his hands.
Yeah, I think they practiced that play once or twice.
Holy smokes.
Because, yeah, everything just fired on that one.
Right off the first down. Of course, now this negates everything I said about the wind and no passing, no kicking. We've seen one really good kick. Now we just had a pass. So.
What? I think the quarterback was paying attention because that flag died down for just that one play.
Just long enough.
Yeah, just long enough.
And there they are in the end zone for the 1-point convert. So that's a 14-0 lead with 3:31 to go in the first quarter for Pee Wee White over Red. And Red's got to seal up their defense and get that offense rolling if they want to pick up their first win of the season. But the kids are still having fun, so. Anything important?
No.
Okay, just checking text here. All right.
Sorry.
Quite all right. It's all good.
One of the things we got going on with this storm coming in is a lot of fields are getting shut down for the weekend.
Yes.
So, as a president, it's a lot of maneuvering teams and where they're going to play and how they're going to play. And
well, there's a power outages in Abbotsford and Surrey, I know. And, I mean, if power goes out here, the game's called, right? So we've been very lucky so far.
No Friday night lights without the lights.
No, there's the kick. And, bad bounce. And that looks like a white ball from where I'm standing. Number 8 going the other way. Number 8 recovers that. That's Raphael the Thrill Trill. And the ball came right at him. They went to grab it and bounced right off the chest.
Yeah, he was all ready for it, too.
Oh.
Yeah.
It went a little just that too high for him. All right, well, hopefully the defense can show up, get a 3-0, get that ball back real quick. But so far, White's offense, is rolling, and they have not had any trouble scoring points.
One thing I noticed looking at these two lineups, there's a lot of 2006s on both teams. They're going to be good teams for next year, that's for sure.
There's the handoff, sweeping right. Can he get around his man? Beats one tackle. Down, enough for a first down. Number 41 yet again. The one in the 1-2 punch, Tyson Oregard picks up another White first down. They're sweeping beautifully, and the Red defense just isn't containing them.
And look at here, the defender gets a hold of his jersey that's hanging out.
Yeah.
And I said that earlier with number 42 as well.
Yeah.
Tuck those shirts in, get them nice and tight. You don't want to give any advantage to the defender to just be able to grab the back of your shirt and drag you down.
All right. First and 10, looks like the 42-yard line. White with the ball. Man in motion. There's a reverse. Can they get in there? And they've got him in the backfield. Oh, they almost had him. Oh, and he falls down. Loss of yards. Nice. Micah Young, number 81, got just enough of him that it tripped him up. And it's a 4-yard loss, so good defense. All you got to do is get a hand on him just enough to trip him up.
Yeah.
And that was it. Number 11 with the carry.
Yeah, Isaiah Grant there. He was doing well. He was getting around there. He got away from that tackle, but he just got enough of his shoelaces to stumble him a little bit.
And that must be the end of the first quarter, and we're changing ends. I was looking down at my roster, so I didn't see the ref wave his flag there.
Yeah. So I pull in here tonight.
Okay.
And I'm thinking, oh, look at that. The parking lot's full, but I got prime parking right up here at the front gate. So I pull right in, and I open my door, and I step out, and I figured out why. There's a small lake. There's a small lake there. That's the only car. I'm the only car parked there. So I spent pregame digging out your guys' drainage.
Getting all the leaves out.
Yeah, out of the drainage so I get back in my car later.
There's another pass. Number 1 play. Again. Can they grab him? Number 33 is on him and holds him down. So touchdown saving tackle by Braden Jolton Joe Fraser. They get a first down, but he did his job at corner and hold him right down.
Yeah, that's going to the well one too many times there too soon.
Yeah.
It wasn't that the last play that they threw on offense.
They
was the exact same thing.
This time they're a little bit more ready for it. Look, it almost tears his old jersey right off.
Yeah.
We got a wind coming in here. We got a window open to let all the cables in. The wind's blowing a feisty storm. Here we go. 1st and 10. Looks like about the 23-yard line for White as they're pressing towards the end zone once again. There's the snap. Going for a handoff.
Okay.
Big 42 right up the middle. The King. And touchdown, Pee Wee White.
Yeah, look at him. He just gets a head of steam going, and he's tough to get in front of.
I like what they're doing in the backfield because they're doing sweeps, they're doing passes, and that one was right up the middle, and it looks like they caught the O-line kind of flat-footed. And now it's 20-0 with 9:05 to go in the second quarter.
I wonder, do we have a replay of the Kings run there? Because that was just textbook.
Oh, maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
All right. And here we go, single-point conversion. And there's another throwing play, number 11. Holy smokes. They're just rolling along here. Picks up 2 points on the play.
Just one.
Just one. That was a pass, though. Oh, right. Yeah. What am I saying? 21-0. 21-0. Well, the Reds got their work cut out for them yet again. Let's see what they can do with the ball.
Yeah. No, and you know, this White team they're rolling right now. I don't know how they fared in the early part of the season because when we came into the last week, my understanding was that they were 0-4.
Yeah, they were 0-4. They certainly were.
But, you know, a big win last week, and then, you know, they're doing well right off the bat today. It does a lot for the confidence.
It does. And they've, you know, it's one of these teams that things have clicked in the past few weeks.
Yeah.
Where they've really started to grow and come together as a team and really march forward. So it's paying off in droves here. I mean, they're not going to make the playoffs, but if they can get in, just finish off the season on a winning note, I mean, what does that do for bringing kids back? There's a great kick.
Yeah.
Takes a White bounce, and it looks like the Hurricane hesitated picking it up. Does he have some room? Does he get some blocking? And gets it back to about the 45-yard line.
Yeah. No, he turned up a little too soon there. There wasn't a path for him. He should have kept taking that to the outside on that angle that he was running. Like you watch here, he squares up. He's got his blocker in front of him. He's taken to the side, and then he just turns up here when there's not really any room. And if he kept going on that angle, he probably had another 5-6 yards forward going towards the outside. And I'm not sure, is he a fast one of the fast guys?
He's a quick. He's super fast.
He might have even broke one down the line. That's one of the things I don't get is they turn up the field a little too soon. Get to the sidelines. Use it to your advantage.
Yeah.
Those green cleats in the backfield are quite bright.
They are. The ricochet Renault. And there's the Lion King, Joey Sibba.
Nice.
Marches it up to the 50-yard line and picks up 5 yards. The biggest gain of the game so far for Pee Wee Red. And that's been the Achilles heel, is punching through the O-line and getting some gaps and just marching forward rather than laterally or behind.
Yeah, and he bounced off that first tackle, spins and drives forward, and I like the way he falls forward because that moves the ball another yard or two up the field.
Every yard counts from the snap in the backfield. There's another run right up the middle. Look at that. Sets up third probably in about 2. Looks like they stopped him right around the 53-yard line, I'm guessing, and then there it is.
I had to give him another half yard on that one. He pushed forward. Maybe not. Okay. He pushed forward there, and great blocking. The whole team kind of lined up for him and then gave a good push.
Here's hoping Red can get a first down and keep this drive going, and suddenly they got things cooking.
And that's all it takes, a little momentum. Get it going.
A nice little break. There's the snap. Did they get enough for a first down?
That's
Looks like they got it. Fantastic. Pee Wee Red to the first down.
Good job.
First down, and what I'm seeing right now is the fact they're just pushing that ball up the middle, and the kids are pushing past the offensive line, and they're moving the ball because we've had a real problem with that all season.
Well, you get a good push on the O-line, and you're moving the ball forward. That's the key. I know a lot of coaches want to do sweeps and misdirections, but then you got the ball in your backfield. Get that ball across the line of scrimmage and moving forward.
Anything can happen once you cross that line of scrimmage. Here's the snap from the shotgun to the Hurricane. Nice block there. He's getting around the corner. He's got some room.
Nice job.
Fantastic run by the Hurricane. That's a good 6-yard gain. Carter Dallas, number 1.
He stretched the field there. He kept on his angle. He's moving forward. Good block to slow down 25 there. Stretch the field, making the defense run a long way to come get him. Right at the sideline. And I think if he gets past that guy, he's going for a lot longer.
Yeah.
Number 25 there, Pierce Hamstra, almost had him in the backfield, but he got double blocked.
Well, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far from the O-line on Pee Wee Red. They're getting their blocks in, and they're getting some yardage. This is good. There's a snap. Hayden Strailing, if he gets to the outside, he's gone. Can he get around number 11?
Oh, that's got
He's
some
got
wheels.
some great wheels. If he can get past them, he's still on his feet. That's a first down and more, and they're deep, getting close to that red zone. I'm liking what I'm seeing, and we're getting, suddenly, we got a football game on our hands
Well,
here.
you know what? Even if they don't get in the end zone here, they're putting the ball down there.
Right.
And that's what you'll want, is you want to make the other team march the length of the field. Even if you can't score every play or every drive, get the ball to the other end of the field.
And it looks like they're marking 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, he just stepped out of bounds there before he got wrapped up.
Hayden Strailing's got some unbelievable speed. The problem is he has that, like I said, he has that mental block going past the line of scrimmage and just getting into traffic and getting hit. But when he gets to the outside, there's a direct snap to the Lion King, Sibba. He can move around the corner. Nice bit of running there. Picked up a yard or 2 on the play.
Yeah, once again, he turned in and he took on the defender, and lowered his shoulder. Great, but he didn't need to. He get to that outside. Turns upfield here. He could have run past him. If you got the wheels, use them.
And he picked up maybe half a yard at most.
Yeah.
So it's a second, probably, it's going to say 2nd and 10, 2nd and 9.5. Joey's got some great wheels, but he tends to run 75 yards laterally for a 3-yard gain. So Coach Chris Hines has coached him the past 3 seasons, and he says, I've been trying to get him for 3 seasons to run upfield. The Hurricane punches through. He's still on his feet. Can he get around? Can he get to the end zone? Can he get some blocking? No, but he gets a first down, and Red is in the red zone for the first time of the game.
Great read by him. That was number 1,
Carter Dallas.
Carter Dallas. He saw that he was blocked out here, turns upfield, and there's a big gap for him. Makes that one move, gets out of the tackle. And if
looks like he got a block at number 11. He was coming after him.
Yeah, 11 got blocked. 42 though. If they had a guy that could block him, although you think you might have to go up to the Bantam team to find someone that can block him. But if they could have blocked him, he was gone. That was a great job.
It looks like it's 1st and 10 on the 17-yard line. A little bit of confusion in the backfield there. No, they pick up a couple of yards.
Yeah, they got forward there. I think we were the ones that were confused. That was a great trick play there because I didn't even know where the ball was.
Well, they're on strong side on the opposite side of the field, so from where we're seeing, it was just tough to see it. So we were paying attention. It's just a little bit tough to see it. So they picked up a few yards on that carry, and the forward momentum just keeps going for Pee Wee Red. They're playing great, and the blocking on the O-line for the first time this season is really starting to click.
Yeah, no, that was a good run too. Oh, it looks like that rain started back up, eh?
I didn't notice. We're inside the nice dry tower.
Oh.
Handoff in the backfield. They're trying to go up the middle. No, Mold right at the line of scrimmage. Sets up a 3rd and about 8. I'm guessing at the 5th. Oh, there's a flag on the play. Let's see how they mark it. Didn't see the flag. I'm guessing it was right off the snap and the play continued. So
over on this side over here, it's hard to see that referee from this angle, but yeah.
Maybe an offside.
Offside on White. Moving forward 5 yards.
Oh, there we go. 5-yard penalty.
And I think it remains, was it 1st or 2nd down there?
It was 2nd down there, so repeat 2nd down, and then move the ball 5 yards. So that sets up a 2nd, probably at about 2 or 3, I'm taking.
Really tight.
Yeah.
Really tight. So, I mean, they can get a first down here, down in the red zone, maybe punch it in.
Oh, wouldn't that be
their
sweet?
first score of the year?
First score of the year.
Wow.
If. Don't jinx anything, man.
I'm knocking on wood right now, pal.
Here we go. Oh, bobbled ball in the backfield, and the quarterback, Hayden Strailing, wisely just jumps on it. That was a smart play.
Yeah.
So that sets up 3rd and about I guess third and about 5 now. You have to forgive me. I can't see the angle.
About 4.
About 4, yeah.
Yeah. Still a makeable down. 4 yards is what you want to shoot for on every down. So, I mean, it's coaches here gotta go into the playbook and find something that works.
I'm kind of surprised and impressed that they're going with the shotgun and a wet, windy night like this and a slippery ball. I could Straley get around the sides. Heck.
Yeah.
There goes the drive. Well, you know what? They ate up some great clock time. They got right in the red zone. And that's a turnover on downs. But now Pee Wee White's taking over at their own 15-yard line. And Red, that's going to do a lot for their confidence. That was a great drive by Red.
Yeah, no, it was. It was a really good drive. It kind of fizzled at the end there, but they got it down there. And now they're going to make White march the length of the field. Hopefully get a turnover here. Keep it down at this end of the field. And let's play some football down here. It gives them the best chance to make a score. I'm going to have to get the production crew out with some squeegees because I might be able to see through this window pretty quick.
It's rather spotted with rain.
Spotted with rain, yes.
I was hoping the wind would just blow it dry, but oh well. Well, hopefully Red D can make some noise and get a turnover in the backfield and get that ball back. There's the snap. Number 21 sweeping hard left. They got him on the run. They get him in the backfield, and they got him.
They
Loss
did.
of yards. Nice bit of defense and tackling.
Well, when you string out the field, the defense starts to get onto that, and they're running laterally right away. Oh, could have had him right there.
Braxton Fast, number 23 with the ball, pardon me, not number 21. I just couldn't see his jersey.
Well, who's that, number 83? That made the tackle there?
83, Benjamin Lightning Feet Amy.
Oh,
was that him, my boy?
He got a hold and held on. Good job.
He's got those long, skinny arms like his old man. Just gorgeous. All right, here we go. Second and about 10. There's the snap. 41 sweeping wide on the right side. Breaks a tackle there. Breaks a second tackle. And they bring him down, but not before he gets at least a first down. Did he get the first down?
Yeah.
Looks like they're moving moving the sticks.
Yeah, that was a good run. Couple good broken tackles here. And, the one thing I'm noticing here is you watch your defenders are reaching.
Yeah.
They're coming at him and reaching. What they need to do is get a better angle to in front of them.
Right.
Don't go where he is. Go to where he's going to be.
Well, that's what they eventually managed to do, but not before he picked up about 15 yards. So.
Yeah, you can't be reaching to tackle like that. Get out in front of him and break down, cut off his angle.
Yeah. I need to go for his wrist rather than his shoulder pads, too.
Mm-hmm. Never grab the shoulder pads.
There's that throw again, and complete pass.
Oh, yeah. In amongst 3 red shirts there, too.
We've actually recorded 2 interceptions so far this season.
Excellent.
Unfortunately, that was not one of them for Red, so I don't know are they moving the sticks on this? I couldn't tell.
Not quite. Oh, yeah, they are.
Yeah, they're moving that first down. Well, good on White. I mean, they're throwing the ball against the wind. That was a great reception in traffic and still managed to get the the first down.
Yeah.
The 40-yard line. First and 10 on the 40. 2:13 to go with the clock ticking. Can Red contain them and come back strong in the second? Now there's another throw.
Nice.
Incomplete pass. But again, they're throwing the ball, and that's the end of the first half. That was a very quick first half.
It was. There was one flag, lots of action, great plays, no injuries.
No.
This has been a good football game so far.
But it's a 21-0 White lead over Red, and hopefully Red comes back with a bit of confidence and makes a little bit more of a football game out of it.
Well, they had a great drive there. They just got to finish it off.
There you go. Okay, we'll be back in 10 minutes. The Tim and Matt Show on Chilliwack Ford Friday Night Lights.
Okay, everybody, we're looking for a young contestant for our Jay's Pizza Shuffle for $5 off one of Jay's Pizzas. Does anybody here want to play? Okay, we got one. Come on out. Come, follow me. So what's your name?
Lily.
Lily. So Lily's going to do our Jay's Pizza Shuffle. So what they're going to do is they're going to show you a piece of pizza in a box. They're going to close the box lid. They're going to mix them all up. And then you got to pick which one that the pizza's in. And I'm sure the rest of the people in the crowd will help you out here. So you see it there? Okay, watch the boxes. Okay, what number do we think it all is? Everyone in the crowd says it's number 2. You say it's number 2. We're going with number 2. And we have a winner. Here's your card for $5 off Jay's Pizza. So she receives a coupon for $5 off for Jay's Pizza. I'd like to thank everybody in the stands for the helping out. Enjoy the halftime.
We are back. Tim, Amy, Matt Macri, Chilliwack Forward, Friday Night Lights, ChilliwackGiants.com. Well, a 21-0 score, Pee Wee White over Pee Wee Red. But Red, in that second half of the second quarter, suddenly came alive, had a great offensive drive, didn't score, but got down to about the 15-yard line, and then certainly contained on the way back in the first half. So your feelings, your emotions on this, Mr. Macri?
I think that this is, this game is very tight. I mean, even though the score says something else, they've been playing really well on both sides of the ball here.
Yeah.
But White's just had a couple of great drives. I mean, their opening drive was 6 plays and a touchdown.
Yeah.
And that pass, wow.
That was fantastic.
We're just seeing that up on the screen right now. That was a great, great play. And like I said, it was a design play because that quarterback came up, stood up, threw the ball.
Yeah.
And
boom.
Great delivery. Great delivery on that. So if Red could shut down this sweep, force them to play in the middle of the field, they might be able to hold them down and get another drive like they did and finish it this time.
I'd really like to see them score a touchdown. I don't care. I mean, if they win, fantastic. But if they can get some points on the board, they haven't done that all season, and that would just be superb for this team to score a couple of touchdowns. I'd settle for one. But, yeah, Clive Kingman, number 42, he's a big, strong kid. He's not just fast, he's strong and big. And it makes it really tough for some of these kids to tackle him. And there's been, you look at the high tackles and not cutting them off and sort of chasing them a bit too much. And, it's all part of the learning, growing process.
Well, he's got a good head above all the other kids out there.
Yeah.
And he's solid across the chest, too. He's big shoulders. So, when you're 90 pounds and you're looking at 120 coming down at you fast, you cringe a little bit.
A little bit. And what I like to see in the backfield, of course, the IHOP Cowboy, Declan the Refrigerator Perry, who's been just lights out for us in the backfield all season long, is out with a cracked collarbone. But Joey Siba and the Hurricane, Carter Dallas, has really picked it up, and they're moving the ball beautifully.
They are. And they got a good combination of up the middle to the outside. I mean, their first drive went the wrong direction, but since then they've actually moved the ball quite well.
Yeah.
And great punt too. I mean that number 81.
Micah Young, the bomb.
Yeah, he's got a good foot there. He keeps working on that. I mean, that's a skill that doesn't get developed much.
And another worm burner, live ball. Does Red get it? Oh, they're driving me crazy, those things. Oh, they got it. Red got it.
Number 80, I think it is there.
Number 80, Austin Tech Staffen picks it up. Sets up a 1st and 10, probably around midfield. I'm looking at maybe the 53, 54-yard line.
It's funny to tell you, the ball comes, you just drop on it, and the green shoes there went to go drop on it. The ball bounced over and off the top of his helmet.
It's those low kicks are tricky in a wet, hard, cold surface.
Yeah.
That's Ricochet Renaud with his cleats.
I'm a fan of those. You can really see him out there. Those pink socks and the green cleats. Wow. There's a bag of Skittles going on there.
And there's a handoff in the backfield. Oh, good tackle. Picked up a few yards on the play. Handoff to the Lion King, Joey Siba. But he cuts up the middle. Picked up a couple of yards on that play. Oh, we got the sticks guy a little confused there, getting it organized. Okay.
So I was wondering what was going on there. The ball's going in the wrong direction. But no, they were confused, not me.
Okay, 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8 at the 55-yard line.
And I think that's one of the problems that I've noticed with the Red team is that they're just getting those they're getting grabbed by their shoestrings and going down. Got a high knee through that.
There's another handoff. The Milko, the Sarge. He's pushing forward. Probably picked up a yard or two on that. And that's another thing I've noticed. Logan Milko is really pushing through that O-line. He's not being timid at all. Look at that.
No,
a couple of tackles and just push, keeps his feet going.
But okay, look at the replay. Look at these guys just standing there too.
I know.
You got to keep going. Play to the whistle. You don't become a spectator after your job's done.
So that sets up 3rd and 7 right at the 55-yard line. I did not see if Mr. 81 got on there, so I don't know if they're going to kick. No, looks like they're going for it. Why the heck not? You're right at midfield.
Right at midfield, down by 3 scores.
Go for it.
Yeah, might as well get it going.
from the shotgun on a wet, blistery night in Chilliwack. Here we go. Backfield in motion. Oh, 83, Amy with the carry.
Oh.
Good tackle. That's the first time he's taken a handoff in the backfield all season. It's a 3 and out, but he's touched the ball for the second time in 5 years. So good on you, Benny.
Well, he comes across here, he gets the ball, good handoff, speeds, turns it upfield, and that defender just stepped up and stepped into him. But look how he drives his feet, got up another yard. Good job, Ben.
There you go.
Second time in 5 years.
Yeah, he's touched the ball. He got an interception in Mission.
Yeah.
And I just about lost it. I was tying another kid's shoes, and I didn't see him actually catch it. But I look up, and he's holding the ball, jumping up and down, and pretty much cracked his ribcage hugging him when he came onto the sidelines. All right, 1st and 10, 55, Pee Wee Red. Can they contain? They're in the backfield. There goes the King.
Yeah.
Can they grab him? Oh, got him. Nice. Number 33. Look at the swagger. Braden Jolton Joe Fraser. Spun him around, just dumped him down there.
That was Tyler. That was Oregard there that had that, and he gets a hold of his jersey here once again. You know, his jersey's dangling around.
And Braden's got to be careful there because that's getting very close to a horse collar, isn't it?
Very, very close because because it wasn't it's yes, you grab up top,
right?
But it's got to be that sudden change of direction where he more merry-go-round him.
Right, gotcha. 2nd at about 1. Can they contain him at the line of scrimmage? No, it looks like they got the first down.
Yeah, they're going to get through there.
Good tackling, though. And number 83, Lightning Feet Amy, banking in the action. He's having a great season. I'm going to plug him right now. My son Ben is having a good season. Okay.
Is he having fun?
Oh, yeah.
Then he's having a great season.
You know what? This team is over. They haven't won it, scored a single touchdown, and all these kids are having a blast. And I guarantee you 95% of these kids will be back next season.
Well, you know, and that's the thing. You're not getting the Vince Lombardi trophy at the end of the year.
No.
But you're going to learn, you're going to have fun, and you're going to get to play football on Friday night.
Cocking back, another pass, and that is incomplete. And it looks like number 87, Cole the Bandit Fauchon was in on that. Pretty much knocked the ball right out of his hands.
Give him a good shove as he's trying to throw. And, I mean, you're trying to throw and you're in the air like that. You ain't going to get too much on it.
No. And there's a couple of red defenders there. Lucky that wasn't intercepted.
Yeah.
So that's up a 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line, looks like.
Ben could have had number 3 in his career there. Yeah.
He could have had it.
Would I been able to contain you here, though?
I don't know. There's the snap. Up the middle. Number 8, Parker Clark. He's got some wheels. Flag on the play.
Yeah, that's going to come back. That looked like a block in the back to me.
Yeah. It looks like Micah Young. Are they calling it a touchdown? They haven't signaled it yet. No, it looks like they're waving it off.
That's definitely coming back.
Number 81, Micah Young, sort of stopped dead in his tracks. And I don't see the infraction. It's just behind the play there.
Yeah.
So how are they going to call this? Now, is it from the spot of the infraction, or we go back to the line of scrimmage?
Spot of the infraction. And it's after yards were gained, too, so it'll still be a first down. But if it is what I think it is the block in the back, it's going to come from where it happened and come back about 15 yards.
Oh, okay.
So it looked more like a clip than a block in the back to me. And it's one of the things that they want to crack down on is the blindside hit.
Right.
So are they going to play this again here? So my old eyes aren't going to see that.
They're
right there up at the top. He comes across and he clips that player right there.
Oh, I think I see it. Yeah.
Yep. And then it's from behind. He hits him in the back of the shoulder. He leads with his shoulder. So it's everything they call about the clipping play.
Right.
So
look at the wind. You can see the wind in the flag there. You can see it in the trees bending over. And you look at the trousers on the refs' pants, and their jackets just filling with wind and air. Okay, how are they marking this? Oh, is it against red? They're moving the ball forward.
Well, that's where the infraction was. So it's from the spot of the foul.
So it looks like it's against red, and they're moving the ball forward. So it wasn't against white. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Interesting. So that's about half the distance of the goal line by the looks of it. Well, that's a bad bit of news for red for trying to contain them. So it sets up a 1st and goal at about the 6-yard line.
That should have been a touchdown then. Because it was against red, the touchdown would have scored, and now they're going for the extra point, is what should be happening.
Interesting. Okay. Not sure what's going on here. Oh, the goalposts have shifted.
Oh.
So they lifted a kid up. Nope.
Yeah, let's pick the shortest one.
They're going to have to go get the hook. The wind is blowing so hard that the goalposts have shifted in the wind and at one end of the field. A little bit of confusion out there. Okay.
More than a little. So they didn't indicate if it was a touchdown.
Yeah.
But they lined him up where they would for the extra point. So
I'm not sure. Let's see. Oh, number 8 in the backfield, Parker Clark. They hold him. Yeah, so is that a second and goal, I guess? Probably picked up a few yards on that.
Yeah. So I guess it wasn't a touchdown. For some reason, it's on the 5. And
yeah, the downs markers haven't moved.
Yeah.
Well, they moved them, and they set them up at a first and goal. So it's second and about, what, 4?
About 4, yeah.
All right, well, a little bit of confusion, so second and 4. Nonetheless, the rain has now returned.
With a vengeance.
And it's wet and rainy and windy right now. And let's see what we can do. Number 23 in the backfield. Looks like he's open and in the end zone.
Yeah, no, they kept going up the middle there, and the defense kind of tightened up. And you got to, especially on a team like this that likes to run that sweep, you got to leave those corners out there. They're not much help if it's going up the middle, but it definitely prevents a score like this.
Right.
Well, barely see the replay.
It is windy. If you look at the lights, you can see the rain just coming down.
Yeah, and the corner just got blocked right in there, and leaving, I think that's Benny there chasing him.
Number 87, 87, Cole the Bandit Fauchon.
Yeah.
And here they go for the point after. And no dice on that one. Well, the defense showed up there, and they're hugging each other. Yeah. Right on. See, they're having fun, right?
Yeah.
They're having fun. Look at you can see the screen. Look at the rain coming down.
Wow. Yeah.
Holy mackerel.
You don't always want the moral victories, but sometimes they're the best thing that could happen to these kids.
Yeah. Well, look at them out there. They're skipping around. They're having a blast. It's pouring rain. And here comes the special teams, punt return team. Part of the problem with this team is, or part of the issue, I suppose, is look at Logan Talker, number 65 out there. He's a big, strong kid. He used to play rep soccer, can really move, but he's never played football before. So he's got to get used to the contact.
Yep.
Cole the Bandit Fauchon, number 87 right there. Unbelievable speed, but he's just not comfortable with the contact yet.
Yeah.
And it takes time.
Well, and it does. I mean, it's the kids that start in Adam and play, the 2 or the 3 years, some of them in Adams, and then come up to Pee Wee are definitely leaps and bounds against the kids who start in Pee Wee.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And a lot of parents want, wait till they're 10 until we start them. Well, you're putting them 2 or 3 years behind.
There's a good kick. Bit of air, and just jump on it. Oh. No. Okay. We picked it up. It's a red ball, 1st and 10, at about their own 46-yard line.
Yeah. And you get these great Adam coaches who the contact's not huge in Adam.
No.
But parents want to avoid it while they're still young.
Right.
But the kids end up behind, and I definitely have that issue this year with my team. Is that we took mostly first years.
Yeah.
And never played before boys, and it's been a struggle. But we're starting to show signs at the end of the season, similar to White and similar to Red here, because Red's definitely showing some signs. But to get a team of boys that have played all the way through would be fabulous.
It would be. And here we go. There's the snap. Number 35, Milko. Whoa. And that would be, sorry, they fooled me. And that number 2, Joey the Lion King Siba, with a great run, picks up about 8 or 9 yards on that play. And it's 2nd and 2 at the 50. Just shy of the 55-yard line. Great run there.
Well,
right off first down.
Joey's definitely not afraid of the contact.
No.
Instead of running around the guy, he tried to run through him. Yeah. No, that was a very good run. Picked up a good bit of yardage there. Let's see if Red can keep this drive going.
We've played first. Benny's one and only year in Adam, Joey had just started. He's a year below Ben. And I remember one of these kids that just took to the game like nothing. There's a snap. There's a handoff. Live ball. Oh, who got it? White.
White got it.
A wet, slippery ball, and White gets it. And so much for the red drive. And it's in White. So look at number 50 jumping up and down. He got the. Gee, I wonder who recovered that fumble. Could it be Cameron Head jumping up and down?
He's pretty happy.
There he is. All right, good for him.
The problem here is wet ball, wet grass, low snap, and as the quarterback's bringing it up to stick it in his belly, he caught him off the knee and sent it spinning back right over to the White team. Yeah. And it makes you cringe too, because bounces like that, take the momentum right out of a game for a team.
Right, it does. And it was a good drive, too. First snap, they picked up 8 or 9 yards. Second play, turnover. Well, hopefully the Red D can come alive and get that darn ball back. It's a slippery bean out there. 1st and 10 White at the offensive 54-yard line. And they're going for a sweep. They're in the backfield. Can they get that tackle there? Nice tackle. Who was that? Number 81. Nice. Micah Young. Superb tackle in the backfield for a loss of yards.
Well, number 41 there, he gets ahead of steam around that corner, and he's going nowhere. And nice tackle, drops the shoulder, gets down low. Got to keep your head up, though. I mean, he got his head in there a bit. But besides that, he did exactly what he needed to do. Took the legs out from underneath the runner.
And we've been working with Micah to get him to tackle low like that all season. And it just sort of clicked with him on that play. And look at the results.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, Micah, we played in Mission. Poor kid shows up with a chest cold, hacking up a lung, and he's out there punting, punt after punt after punt, and making his tackles on the kick returns and everything. He would come off the field, and he's like dying, and he'd sit down, and next kick, he'd go right back out. And he was a real trooper, so great kid. Tall, skinny, super quick. He just needs to sort of find himself a bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, and he looked good on the defense there. And, I mean, his kicks are excellent. I was very impressed with him last week when we played you guys. And tonight, too, though. He's only had the one, but it was a really good kick, especially for this age. And it's a skill that doesn't get developed very much.
No, we were discussing that last week, I think, even floating the idea of a special teams camp.
Yeah. No, it'd be nice to see, to get the kids that are interested in kicking some development there.
It's it's an interesting dichotomy on kicking, especially at Adam, because you can punt, and some speedster in the backfield grits the ball, and it's in the end zone.
Yeah.
There's the snap.
And the VCFL,
number 23, sweeping right. He's got a bit of room. There's guys there trying to cut him off, and the Hurricane grabs him, can't get him down. Still on his feet, brought him down, but not before a big gain and a first down. White.
Yeah, and I didn't even seem like he was moving that fast across the field there. He just kept going, and his blocks were out in front of him.
It is miserable out there.
It is ugly.
It is. The rain is coming down hard sideways.
I didn't catch the number of the first guy that tried to grab him. I tried to grab him on the shoulders, and all he had to do was do a little pirouette, and he's going in the opposite direction.
It was number 1. I think that was the Hurricane, appropriately enough, Mr. Carter Dallas. If my eyes deceive me. So that's the end of the first quarter. This is a really fast game.
Yeah, it's been going really quick.
It's unbelievable. I mean, the game's 3/4 over. I feel like I just got here.
Yeah. Well, besides that confusion down at this end here, there's only been one other flag. The game's moved very quick. It's been a very clean, fast game. The plays are getting in fast.
We've been playing for an hour and 15 minutes. We just started the third quarter.
Fourth quarter.
Pardon me. Look at the rain. We're up here nice and dry. Get your coffee. Get a little chilly. There's the snap. Not sure who's got the ball. Where's it going? It looks like they picked up a few yards on that play.
We need to get the squeegee crew out here for these windows. Not sure what happened there. Let's see if we can see on the replay. Oh.
Number
42.
Oh, there's the jersey.
Yeah.
Got him by the jersey. So they picked up 6 yards on the play, so it's a 2nd and 4, sitting at about the 33-yard line.
Yeah, you leave that jersey hanging and you're dragging 90 pounds behind you. You're not going to run too fast.
27-0 Pee Wee White over Pee Wee Red. 9:13 to go in the fourth quarter. Here we go. From the snap. The handoff. 42, Big King. Clive Kingma. Still on his feet. Unbelievable.
Beautiful.
How did he break those tackles? And he's in the end zone.
Yeah.
And what a disappointment for Red, because now the clock's going to run. They had a good game. They had a good going, and it's that turnover that did them in.
Yeah, no, it did. And look, he gets wrapped up here around the waist, and he keeps driving those legs. And it's wet, it's slippery, and he's just going to pull away from those guys. And once he gets going, look at the stride on him.
Oh, unbelievable athleticism on him.
You know, it's funny that, you know, the last couple of weeks we've seen some very good runners that have good stride. They pump in the arms and legs, and he's running like it's a jailbreak. His arms and legs are going, but he's gone, and people can't touch him.
No. They've got a good O-line. They have a nice combination. They got a powerful backfield, and their O-lines really come together, and that's why you see the 33-0 score.
Well, that quarterback, too, I can't seem to catch his number. I keep looking, but he's got a bit of an arm on him, too.
Here we go. They contain the extra point there. Parker Clark is our quarterback.
Parker Clark, eh?
When they help him up, they're going to hug each other for stopping the point after. Not quite.
Yeah.
The moral victories have faded a little.
I think they went down when the rain came up. So let's give a shout out to these referees too. I mean, we got two young guys out there, and then two of the guys that are here on a regular basis on the Friday night, and they're just trudging away in that weather. We appreciate you guys.
It's you know what? I've never reffed. I wouldn't want to. I'd hate to have to be the integrity of the game. I have no integrity to begin with. So to be the integrity for something else other than myself, I find that really challenging.
Yeah, I say that quite often. I have too much self-respect to be a referee. But you know, you hate them when you're coaching, but you love them because they're what makes the game happen.
Yeah.
Without them, it doesn't. And I mean, these two young guys that are doing the line sides. It is Croydon over here. I've known him since he was knee-high to a grasshopper.
Yep.
And then young Lennon's one of my Falcons players who just started refereeing.
Oh, okay.
And, I mean, you're talking, 13, 15-year-old boys. You'd think they'd have something better to do on a Friday night.
No, they love the game, man. They're out here.
And they're here.
And there's the handoff. And it looks like Sergeant Milko up the middle. No, that was the Hurricane, number 1.
Skittles.
Carter Dallas. No, was that Ricochet?
Yeah, that was Skittles. Yeah.
Picked up 3 yards on 3 yards. Yeah, 3 yards on the carry.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, you can tell him that Coach Matt re-nicknamed him. He's got some pink, some red, some green, some blue.
Skittles.
He's Skittles.
Actually, I think he has a black belt in judo or taekwondo or something.
Well, tell him I called him that in case he gets mad then.
There you go. Fantastic D.
Yeah.
Look at that. We got a man down.
I don't think the O-line was ready for that.
No. We're bringing out the trainer. Guys are taking a knee. Someone got hit real hard trying to trudge up the middle.
Yeah.
Can't see who it is, unfortunately.
I think it was the quarterback.
Hayden Strailing?
Yeah, I don't even think he got the ball handed off, and everybody was just on top of him so quick.
A little winded.
Yeah.
There's an injury on the field.
And when it's cold and it's wet like that, your skin turns to glass almost. It hurts just a touch.
Yeah. Yeah, they handed the ball off. It looks like the quarterback, the striker, Hayden Strailing.
Yeah.
They're taking his helmet off, and he got pushed right back. And the O-line they just weren't ready for it, like you said.
No.
And now head coach Chris Hines is out there too. All the coaches. Hopefully just a little bit of wind knocked out of them.
Yeah.
So, Chilliwack Ford Friday Night Lights. Chilliwack football, of course, sponsored by High Country Homes. We have Pee Wee Red, sponsored by Intuition Rehab Services, against Pee Wee White, sponsored by High Country Homes. So we'll have our hit of the game, the Pepsi Power Fluids hit of the game, play of the game by Minter Country Gardens. Touchdown sponsor, of course, Kyle Hipslop, Royal LePage. Our halftime show is Jay's Pizza. We got our Big O Tires 50-50 draw. And, of course, our IHOP player of the game. Here he is. There's a Warrior.
All right. Big
there's number 12. There he is. He's walking off on his own volition. That's what you want to see.
You got to think the defender too probably feels pretty guilty right now. But when he shoots through here, and nobody even not even a body in front of him, and he just right on top of him takes him down.
Clean hit.
Yep, very clean hit. But it's almost a shock to him too when nobody puts a hand on him and he comes flying in like that, and all of a sudden the body with the ball is in front of you. You know, it's like a car accident
Oh,
almost.
they're going to kick the ball away. Oh, not a bad kick.
Not
Look
a
at
bad
that.
kick, especially in this
live
weather.
ball. It's a bouncy bean. What's going to happen? Oh, they nail him right at the 45-yard line. So
Beautiful.
maybe that'll put a little pop in the step for Pee Wee Red. There was Micah Young there with just another fantastic kick.
Yeah, no, that's really good.
That's why I call him the bomb.
Yeah.
He just nails it every single time.
No, great kick and a good bounce, and the defenders got down there quick, and wrapped up the guys who there was no return. I mean, that's a situation too when it's wet, it's slick like that. The guy that fielded the ball shouldn't have tried picking up. He had his back to the defenders.
Right.
You know, just pick it up or jump on the ball at that point. You know,
Just smother it.
yeah.
Don't try and run.
No, he turns his back to the defenders, bends down to pick up the ball like he's going to make a play with it. I mean, that's a very good chance of losing the ball.
Yeah, and getting hit from behind, too.
Yeah. So jump on that ball.
33-0, 6:31. Live ball in the backfield.
Oh, and Red's got the ball.
Red's got the ball. Who was that? Oh, Captain Sirius.
23.
Number 23, Caden Anderson.
Yeah.
Good for him. Caden picks it up. The ball's going the other way.
Yeah, he looked down, and there it was. Beautiful.
He's a fun kid. He's got this very dry sense of humor. If you to talk to him, you think he'd never cracked a joke in his life. That's why I call him Captain Serious. But he's actually a lot of fun. It's just he's a very dry sense of humor. And for a 10-year-old kid, he's a short little fire plug of a guy. He's got these stubby little legs, and he marches instead of walks. And he's really cute. Okay, well, a lucky break for Red. They've on the 42-yard line in the offensive zone. And here's hoping they can win one for the Gipper. And with 5:36 and a clock running, down 33-0, and they get their first touchdown of the season. Oh, is that an offside or a procedure call?
Well, I don't know which one it's going to be because the defender came all the way up to the line and then jumped back. So,
and I'm guessing that's procedure because going to wave it off. Going to wave it off. All right.
They both moved. Yeah, good enough.
Whoa. Jump on it, jump on it, jump on it.
Yeah, once again.
That wet, slippery ball. Surprising with Joey Siba in the backfield taking that snap on a wet night like this, going shotgun. It's pretty gutsy.
Well, you need that. You need that time, especially with those defenders getting in there so fast.
Right.
So you got to play the shotgun, but you're right. The weather's not helping at all. Definitely not being their friend.
Yeah, and you've lost your number one quarterback probably for the game.
Oh yeah.
Judging how hurt he was.
Well, and we're run time too. I mean, we're down to about 4 minutes left here. So
there's a cleaner handoff, but there's the O-line. And that was a handoff to Ben Amy, number 83 in the backfield. Running in the backfield for the first time this season. He took a clean handoff, God love him, but he just couldn't go anywhere.
No, the defender was right there.
Yeah.
And I think the O-line, they're cold, they're wet, and these big guys on the D-line are hammering them over and over again. It's making it tough.
And Micah Young, it looks like he's going to be taking a snap.
Yeah.
They got Renaud, Siba, and Amy. Another fantastic kick. Look at the bounce on that thing.
Bounce on that.
Holy mackerel, that could go to the end zone. That's at the 5-yard line. They pick it up. Can they grab him? Amy gets him around the waist.
Nice
Down
job.
he goes. Well, a great kick and a great tackle. With 3:30 to go on run time.
No, we're done.
We're done?
We're done.
They're calling the game.
Yeah, with that injury, in run time, they don't typically stop the clock, whereas we did up here. But so I guess that's they're just saying, I've had enough.
It's too wet. Well, 33-0. White had some great power out of the backfield. Red probably, although the score doesn't reflect it, played one of the best games of the season.
They did play well. They did play well. I mean, you see the promise there, right?
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that you got to look for at this age too. I mean, just scoring down your sheet quickly here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You got 18, 19 first-year Pee-wees.
First year Pee-wees, and a lot of these kids I know Cole Fauchon has never played before.
Yeah.
Shea Khan has never played before. Logan Talker's never played before. Tyler McCartney's never played before. Who is it? Pugsley. Pugs has never played before. Hayden, number 52. So it's a young team, and I saw a lot of promise tonight.
Yeah.
They opened up some good gaps. They moved the ball. They had some great runs. Ran into some bad luck. They got that turnover right here at the 50-yard line in the fourth quarter that said the score at a touch. But no, I saw a great game by them tonight, and White was really clicking, and they've all of a sudden they've won 2 games in a row.
Yeah, and you keep that core of first-year Pee-wees together going into the second year next year. I know Chris; he's a good coach. The rest of these coaches, I don't know them personally. They're all pretty, but they all look pretty good. I don't know about this Tim Amy guy.
He's fantastic.
He's got a face for radio, that's for sure. But you keep them together, you keep the coaches together, and you go into next year and you build on what you got this year.
Yeah.
And I mean, and that's what we're doing with my Pee Wee team is that we took the first years and then never played before us.
Right.
Next year they'll be second years.
Exactly.
And the work we've done this year, we're seeing the building blocks going towards next year.
Right.
And then you've got some potential. And these kids, like, they're having fun together.
They're having a blast.
Keep that core together, and they start building relationships that last them a lifetime.
For sure, definitely. And some of our second-year players, Boss, Arnouche, and, of course, Benjamin, my son, Amy, and Declan Perry got hurt. They're second-year Pee Wee players. And the 3 of them have really shown, especially Declan. He's had just an outstanding season so far this year, and almost getting showcased.
Yep.
And I really going to keep my fingers crossed that Declan gets an invite to an all-star team. But no, they're having great seasons. Benny's having probably the best season he's ever had playing football. He's having a blast. And at the start of the season, didn't want to go to JB. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You haven't started Pee Wee yet. And that talk is now gone.
Yeah.
And I'm going to sign him up the first chance I get, whether he likes it or not.
You get to make your own decisions at 18. Son.
That's right. That's right. You're under my roof. You're playing football. Okay, Chilliwack Forward, Friday Night Lights, ChilliwackGiants.com. Tim Amy, Matt Macri. See you again next week, folks. Signing out.
Tim. See you next Friday.
Cheers, man.
Player of the game is presented by IHOP. Each player will receive a gift certificate from IHOP. So from Pee Wee Red, the player of the game is number 60, Jake Wood. And from Pee Wee White, selected by the opposition coaches, number 21, Parker Clark. And that's our players of the game. Okay, give all the players a round of applause, and we'll all get out of here out of the rain. It's wet out here.